Hello everyone and now welcome to what promises to be an exciting game between Moon and Sock. Moon spawning as the purple Night Elf player on the bottom left hand side of Last Refuge, going up against Sock spotting as the blue human. Human versus Night Elf in a 1v1 matchup. What am I expecting to see? I'm expecting to see, well, what, Archmage Footmen into Rifle Casters, and then from there we may see a transition into well, Sorceress, Spellbreakers, Priest, maybe looking even at Knights as well, depending on whether or not we go into um, uh, go into Mountain Giants. Mountain Giants, however, not nearly as strong um, any longer. And as I try to extrapolate the meta and what's really going down in Night Elf versus Human, I realize that well, there's still a lot of opportunities for different styles of play. Moon should be going if he's going for his tradition. Wait, where is his? Okay, he does not have an altar of elders. Okay, Altar of Elders just now being placed down, which means he is in fact going for a Tavern Hero. I was expecting Moon to go for Keeper of the Grove first, but Beastmaster first is also a very popular choice as of late. Getting a single bear early on, and then a Beastmaster, and it allows for a similar strategy where you are going to have, where you're going to be creeping relatively quickly with, well, yeah, with that Tavern Hero. The downside, though, is that the Keeper of the Grove is normally much better at harassment than any of the Tavern Heroes that are currently out there. So if we see a Demon Hunter as a second hero, that Demon Hunter will most likely be creeping alongside that Tavern Hero, as the Tavern Hero isn't going to be effective at trying to slow down the creeping or any of the shenanigans that the human player may try and go for. All right, waiting for that second hero here. We do see a Wisp getting ensnared. There is a Beastmaster, and the Bear is already getting trained up. Gonna try and finish off that Wisp right here. Wisp already down to 24 hit points. Last Fireball, detonation, and then a quick building of a building and canceling right there as the Forest Troll High Priest gonna get cleared up. Beastmaster down to the south here, gonna go ahead, summon in some bears, Ancient of War, absorbing quite a bit of damage. Moon going straight after the mercenary camp, gonna be picking up a Forest Troll Shadow Priest, allowing him to abolish magic those water elementals. Both sides gonna be able to use abolish magic on their opponent's summons, which is gonna be an incredible part of the strategy. The downside is that, well, Sock is gonna benefit from Brilliance Aura, allowing that Forest Troll Shadow Priest to have a bit more mana. Archmage picks up Robe of Magi +6, a very large item indeed, very useful as it gives extra damage and also extra mana regeneration and maximum mana as well. We'll keep a quick eye on that True Shot Aura, the item for that Beastmaster, as he finishes off that Ogre Magi there. Tree of Life already being placed down by Moon. Moon being the aggressive expander that he's known for, continuing to do exactly that, expanding here against this, well, Forest Troll Trapper. Meanwhile, it looks as though this Trapper is going to get taken out. Oh, gets taken out by a Forest Troll Berserker by Moon. Double Manuals of Health. That's 100 hit points. If you don't go back and read that, well, that is a very large loss. More Moonbows being placed down here, and Moon actually not going to be aggressive here on Last Refuge, opting to set up his own two-base play as well, and saying, you know what? You want to go for an economic game with large armies, let's go ahead and do that. We'll meet up sometime around the 7-minute mark to actually say hi to each other while we're accidentally creeping, and then we will be engaging with rather large armies. Archmage going to be making its way over here. Mana regeneration, always extremely important. Wants to drop another water elemental, and well, here we are off to, well, the creeping races still. Expansion now being placed down. Meanwhile, Tree of Life is already nearly done. Gonna root itself and entangle that gold mine. Tech to tier 2 is already started by Moon. Sock not so much. He is a little bit more strapped for lumber and still does not have a lumber mill as of yet. Forest Troll Shadow or Beastmaster looking to finish things off here. Where Quill Beast looking to finish off that Forest Troll Shadow Priest. Is he going to be able to do it? No, he is not. unable to finish off that Quill Beast in time, taking large amounts of damage. And it looks as though the Forest Troll Shadow Priest is just trying to stay alive right there and is able to do exactly that, trying to protect himself while pushing back that Beastmaster. Beastmaster with True Shot Aura does help all of the archers and all of the berserkers, the Forest Troll, Shadow Priest, all of those units. But it doesn't really benefit that Beastmaster all that much. Archmage, well, places down a sentry ward to keep track of when things are going to be happening. We're looking at the Forest Troll Shadow Priest still continuing to try and heal itself up. That Quill Beast is not really long for this fight, though. Too many footmen in position alongside the Archmage, who is now starting to slowly climb up in terms of mana. Tech to tier 2 has not been started by Sok. Sok now realizing, well, that he needs a lot more lumber, may also start getting that lumber upgrade as well to harvest lumber that much more quickly. Even the positioning on that lumber mill, just returning for faster trips, is going to be of great help. Ancient of War absorbing more damage here. Beastmaster nearly at level 4, and that's all we're seeing here as the tech to tier 2 is nearly done. Economic game. Quill Beast, well, looking to shut down. Oh, Archmage does get the final shot off there. I thought the Arcane Tower may actually deal that final blow as a Forest Troll Shadow Priest gets taken down again. Water Elemental about to fall. Is it going to be denied? No, it is not. Beastmaster gets up to level 4. Level 2 bears are going to be on the table, but as is a normal problem, the Beastmaster doesn't have enough mana. Arcane Tower quickly feedbacking a lot of that damage. Double Forest Troll Shadow Priest able to deny that Water Elemental before it really gets up and running, as the footmen without the bend are getting picked apart by the Forest Troll Berserker and those archers. Both sides fighting their way through as we're looking at another footman getting taken out. Moon is just sticking around long enough, trying to finish off all of these units, and, well, eventually going to be backing away. Are we going to see more damage? Yes, we are, as a low hit point Forest Troll Shadow Priest, well, now he knows what it feels like to try and run away, but not going to really be able to get that far. All right, Archmage continuing that chase. No boots of speed. Forest Troll Shadow Priest may just, well, try to aggro the creeps. Doesn't spot it. Moon able to hide his one Forest Troll Shadow Priest by taking an interesting turn, and now that Forest Troll Shadow Priest stays alive. Nice micro, nice play. Naga Sea Witch now trained up by Moon to continue with that pressure. Sok took or lost a lot of units in that last fight, and now Moon, having that second hero, may be able to continue to pick off more of those units. Raging Bear taking large amounts of damage. Beastmaster just gonna go ahead and dive on into this situation. Forest Troll Shadow Priest doesn't have that much to try and abolish magic either, as we're looking at that Water Elemental, well, taking large amounts of damage here. Cold Arrows, well, getting finished off here. Naga Sea Witch losing a lot of that mana, picking up that True Shot Aura for a bit of bonus damage as well across all of these ranged units. Beastmaster now in a bit of trouble. No Staff of Preservation there. And is the Beastmaster just going to use the Scroll of Town Portal? Yes, it will, but it is trading absolutely very efficiently, just taking down footmen, getting experience, and I don't think that Moon is really losing any units aside from his summons. Beastmaster, however, well, needing to find a way to get more hit points. We are looking at an Ancient of Lore, Bear training, Adept training already getting added here, as the Beastmaster sits very close to level of 5. Is he going to try and drop a bear? Yes, there is a bear right there. There it is. The bear going to try and engage, as the, well, Beastmaster taking a little bit of damage and losing that Clarity Potion bonus. Ogre Magi going to fall here. Beastmaster down to 79 hit points. Has to be extremely careful. Staff of Preservation, Potion of Greater Healing picked up there, as the Forest Troll Trappers will get finished off, giving level 2 to the Naga Sea Witch. Tech to tier 2 already done. Blood Mage as that second hero. Archmage sitting at 4. Beastmaster sitting, well, if it just cleared out that creep camp, it would get to level 5. And we could have level 3 bears or level 3 Quill Beasts, both of which would be very beneficial at this point and stage in the game. Back off to the north here, Ogre Warrior going to get taken down. Ogre Magi going to get taken down here. Archmage still sitting at level 4. Blood Mage out here onto the battlefield. Moon having the economic or having the hero level advantage, and also economy wise or tech advantage. Okay, having the hero level advantage, having the tech advantage currently. But economically, we are about the same. But Sock is sitting on about 1,200 gold. I don't know if the advanced lumber training was completed, as we're looking at the Bears now moving out across the field, and they do in fact have mastery training. All right, workshop to try and shut down some of the plays here. Bears absorbing a bit of damage. Beastmaster is sitting at level 5. It is going to be the level 3 Quill Beast, and that Raging Quill Beast that does so much more damage. Bears taking a lot of damage from that arcane feedback as well, as the unit's going to try and engage. Beastmaster doing a bit of chasing as well. A little bit of cooldown on all of those units, as we are looking at illusions now being thrown down as well. All right, Raging Bear coming back across. Water Elementals trying to sneak away. Where is all of this damage? Where is the army going? That is the question. Beastmaster drops down another Quill Beast here, and in order to just try and continue to poke apart many of these units, Dryad is also throwing down slow poison to multiple units whenever it can, and then just thereby making it difficult for the units for it to get away. Are we going to see a bash? Yes, we are. Bash on that Forest Troll Berserker. There is the takedown there. Archmage using a potion of lesser invulnerability. That may have been a misclick, as Sock's Archmage was nowhere near in danger of falling. All right, units are going to be trying to engage here. There is the, well, last shot by a Forest Troll. Shadow Priest, Arcane Towers are trying to finish off that damage, and in comes the units. Druid of the Claw, are we going to be looking? There is a roar. Thank you for the follow, as the Druid of the Claw should really go into, well, bear farm before. Nope, too late now, out of mana and taking a lot of damage from those guard towers. Archmage coming in from the back here. Blood Mage wants to siphon some mana. 58 supply compared to 53 in this fight here, as there's so many peasants just protecting this arcane tower. 23 workers for Sock, as the Beastmaster continuing to just try to fight his way out of this spot. Level 3 now on the Naga Sea Witch. We could be going into Fork Lightning here. What are we going to be looking at here? There's a Staff of Preservation saving. The Naga Sea Witch hasn't used its level 2 or level 3 ability as of yet. Are these games live? No, unfortunately. And I do not have the time to dedicate to live casting. Yeah, especially with, well, with a full-time job and kids and everything else. So this is what I get to do. But thank you, All Painted Gold, for the follow and the question. If you're looking for more Warcraft 3, all of my videos are also posted up on YouTube under Crota Gaming. Anyways, coming back to Shockwave being placed down, Archmage, Blood Mage able to clean things up here. Mortar teams are out here on the battlefield as well. Overlord can easily get cleaned up, and well, this is Sock starting to try and make up for that experience level difference. Naga Sea Witch is sitting at 3. Blood Mage should be able to get to level 2. Bears are now diving on into the spot. That Arcane Tower in the far back, though, does cause a bit of problems. Units making their way back, as well as the Bears are looking to take down this Town Hall. Where's that Swirl of Town Portal going to land? They're going to land all the way in the far back here, as we're looking at a lot of damage being added in. Flying Machines are in the back trying to get a little bit of cover here as well. Naga Sea Witch could try and level up, but the repairs are just simply far too much. Spellbreakers trying to retreat back, as they are, well, Spellbreakers are trying to retreat back, as they are in that front line spot, but do not bode well against this number of Druids of the Claw. Druids of the Claw, however, do have that roar. It is not getting stolen. Siphon mana from the Beastmaster. Beastmaster coming back through. There's a Flame Strike now coming down, and this is just a crazy battle here. 77 supply compared to 69 army sizes. 54 compared to 46, as Militia now coming in from the main base. Beastmaster going to be in a little bit of trouble here. More Abolished Magic. Flame Strike going to come down. One bear, the Summon Bear, getting taken out already, as these bears need to retreat back. A Quill Beast is going to get taken down once more. There goes from Militia. Naga Sea Witch trying to Staff of Preservation some more units, as the Beastmaster does also have a Staff of Preservation. More bears going to be forced to retreat. Blood Mage absorbing quite a bit of damage. Scroll of Healing being used there to try and keep all the units alive. Flame Strike coming down. Staff of Preservation saving the low hit point bear, as the bears are trying to still find more and easy targets. This is not going well for Sock. Sock has lost quite a bit. Moon, however, is losing or starting to take a large amount of damage across multiple units. He has to be careful as well, as he's getting multiple rejuvenations down across units, but the rejuvenations are being stolen by the Spellbreakers and transferred to other needy human units. Mortar team getting taken down here. Naga Sea Witch now currently out of mana. Units are trying to retreat back. Dryads out of mana as well, unable to abolish magic. That water elemental, as it looks as though Sock is going to be able to hang on, hold on, finish things off here. A little bit more damage, trying to finish off this last water elemental. Water elemental will just get down to 2 hit points because of poison. All right, a bit of heals galore. Moon sitting on 79 supply over 100 as he's retraining some lost bears and ready to get back out here onto the battlefield. Brewmaster extremely low on hit points. Not quite sure why he's actually venturing forth, perhaps to just try and buy some scrolls of healing and then make a move on back. All of the bears brilliantly saved by Moon. That is going to be the key here. It felt like Moon's army was starting to dwindle, but that is because he staffed of preservation so much of his army. All right, Moonwell's completely bone dried out here. Too bad you can't like redistribute mana across your Moonwells. All right. Because when you go to a Moonwell, you're like, I want to drink like 200 mana from here, 200 mana from here. That would actually be, at least interesting thematically. It would make sense as well as the bears go into bear form in for this engagement. Dryad about to get taken down to 32 hit points, down to 12. Moon, don't lose a unit to creeps. Nope, even Moon loses units to creeps sometimes. Naga Sea Witch does get to level 4 during this situation. We're going to see some more rejuvenations across the low hit point Dryads and those low hit point bears as well. Tome of Strength. There's a rejuvenation. There's a rejuvenation. A galore going around. And the Naga Sea Witch says, nah, I don't need 25 hit points. Archmage picks up a healing ward. Sock is trying to push, and he does have good positioning. Mortar teams in the back able to force pressure, force damage here. Force Troll Berserker not going to be able to do very much. Healing wards in position here, and Sock with the crazy push. We are looking, however, at Dryads and Beastmaster coming in from behind. We could be looking at a bit of a pincer play, but the question is, how much damage is really, that pincer play, what really can be done? The Mortar team could have easily finished off some more damage, tried to take down a couple of Ancient of Lords as well. There goes a Flame Strike onto a group of Druid of the Claws while they were in Druid form, thereby increasing the overall affected damage.
Players' forces are under attack.
Tome of Intelligence being left behind here. Mortar teams finishing things off. Blood Mage will get to level 4. The replays go back 10 years, 10, 12 years. So another set of healing wards being dropped down as well. And this is just going to continue to bolster Sock's army here. However, the Bears ready to put pressure onto the Town Hall. How much damage can be done? Mortar team, Spellbreaker all fighting in from the back, able to launch a lot of damage here. Are we going to perhaps be looking at Staff of Preservation to try and save some low hit point Bears as the damage is adding up slowly but surely? Fairy Dragon going after or trying to fight back. However, the Flying Machine's able to poke them apart, but the main Town Hall was lost and no masonry upgrades at all. Flame Strike now going down. Are we looking at, no Staff of Preservation, simply just going to walk back this bear here in just a moment. 76 supply compared to 74 as we see Beastmaster calling in those lizards, and you can see the damage just adding in from the back. This is how you use the Beastmaster ultimate ability, just calling in from behind. You can see that the lizards are just exploding on the spot. So much damage to be had, but the Beastmaster could be in trouble, down to 300 hit points, taking quite a bit of damage. Level 5 now on the Naga Sea Witch. Beastmaster is in trouble, finally using that Scroll of Town Portal to get away. I've been casting for 10, 12 years. Yeah, there's a lot of replays. A lot of replays, all painted gold. Druids of the Claw gonna heal up. Not that replay. Not all replays are 10 to 12 years old. I have replays from the past 12 years. Some yesterday, some 11 years ago. I don't know.
A town town is under siege.
Spellbreakers coming back through. Ancient of Lore gonna get taken down here. Ancient of Wonders trying to be rebuilt, and this could be a problem. The mortar teams are very effective at destroying buildings, but Sock's army is just a former shell of what it was, especially now that he is down in terms of economy. Wisp now trying to bring their way through. Bears in that front line. Scrolls of Healing being used pretty aggressively as the Bears are still looking to engage. Archmage could be in a little bit of trouble. Is it going to end up getting surrounded? That is the question here. Staff of Preservation saves Archmage, unable to easily get away, being forced to use the Scroll of Town Portal as all the units are retreating back. Druid of the Claw down to 42 hit points. Are we going to be looking at more heals as this Druid of the Claw really needs its mana back? Coming back through, Tree of Life entangling this gold mine here. Moon setting up another gold mine here, and it looks like Moon is in the driver's seat of this game. If Moon does lose this game, it would probably be a definite throw at this point, especially with the Beastmaster with his ultimate ability, Naga Sea Witch with level 3 Fork Lightning, able to focus that back line extremely quickly. Moon has just been getting more out of his units than Sock has, as these Druids of the Claw, many of them have just been staffed of Preservation Home to be healed back up and then be brought back out. Rather than retraining those bears, he can then focus on buying items like Scroll of Healing and Potions of Invulnerability for the upcoming and subsequent battles. All right, Druids of the Claw, all of these guys staying relatively close together. Beastmaster is going to go ahead and do a little bit of, scouting out, figure out where his opponent actually is. Moon has a hidden third base. Yeah, a hidden moon base. Yep, that is what Moon is known for. Hidden moon bases galore. All right, Dryads, getting ready to line up, gonna finish off a couple of these units here. More slow poison coming back across. Meanwhile, a fight as units are trying to chase back around. Fairy Dragon gonna make its way back across as we could get a potential surround on the Naga Sea Witch. This could be very bad news, but Spellbreakers are not a unit that are, very good at surrounding units at all. 60 supply compared to 77. Mortar teams perhaps trying to launch attacks against the Tree of Life here. We are going to be looking at a couple of rejuvenations. One final rejuvenation going to be coming in order, and there it is. Bears are in position. Meanwhile, mortar teams looking to finish off this Tree of Life before it's able to get any gold out of this gold mine. 77 supply compared to 66. Bears are here. Archmage, Flame Strike, and Blizzard absolutely forcing the Bears to walk through the fire and the storm right there, as the Archmage is in definite trouble. No healing ward in position. Flame Strike underneath the feet of all of those units as a quick Staff of Preservation saves that low hit point Bear again. Constant low hit point Bear just being saved over and over, and Moon every ounce of usefulness out of these Druids of the Claw by keeping them alive, keeping them with mana, and then letting them just join back in the fight again and again and again. However, once Sock gets to level 6, having access to Mass Teleport is also another game-changing ability, as you're able to get in the proper position. Flame Strike now being thrown down here. Archmage just trying to finish off one unit, and if it's able to finish off one more unit, it does get to level 6. Mass Teleport now is on the table, and with that much mana and Mass Teleport, he can perhaps be everywhere he wants to be. Units are now trying to retreat back once more. The Great Hall, or the Town Hall, has been rebuilt, and if Sock can perhaps just teleport from location to location and shut down the expansions one at a time, he could come out ahead. There are still plenty of healing wards for the Archmage to use. Flying machines flying overhead here. Beastmaster just creating a little bit of a zone effect, making sure that the Archmage does not come back over. All right, talking about that Mass Teleport, here we are. Tree of Life taking large amounts of damage already. Blizzard right behind it, making sure that Wisp are unable to repair, and Moon quickly losing this expansion, knowing that he cannot hold on to it or save it. Blood Mage, Archmage, ready to, teleport. Where are they perhaps going to travel to next? Teleporting back home to try and save this expansion, as it is a one base to one base right now. This expansion has already been mined out. Only a minute and a half mining of the 11 o'clock expansion here. Alright, Blizzard now coming down. Flame Strike coming down as well. Mass damage across all of those frontline units. Naga Sea Witch could be in a little bit of trouble, being forced to retreat back out. Flying Machines trying to fight back as well. More Blizzard coming down across as Bears could get taken down. No, Bear escapes at 9 hit points. Flame Strike, one Bear does finally get taken out after all this time, as the healing wards are still, well, covering many of these units. Alright, level 5 now on the Blood Mage. Flame Strike, Blizzard just adding up damage over and over, and this is just absolute destruction across so many of these units. As we are looking at 53 supply compared to 65, is Sock going to be able to do this? As we're looking at a low hit point, Druid of the Claw trying to escape away. Blood Mage falls at level 5 though. Alright, Archmage still trying to carry the rest of the team, throwing down a Blizzard across all of these units. I believe there's a quick bash. Oh, control magic on the Raging Bear, and the Raging Bear turns the tides, trying to finish off the Naga Sea Witch. Naga Sea Witch down to 61 hit points. Archmage isn't able to catch up to that target. Naga Sea Witch down to 35, as the Spellbreakers are actually getting in the way. They should just run to the side here as a Dryad gets into the position. A little bit more damage. Is it going to be able to do it? No, it is not. Naga Sea Witch escapes at 33 hit points. Mortar teams, Priest trying to continue, trying to continue the defense here. Beastmaster down to 200 hit points. It is going to be retreating back. The Naga Sea Witch able to stay alive. Staff of Teleportation coming in, and two very low hit point heroes. And this is what I'm talking about. This is exactly why Moon is winning this game. I don't think there is 1,000 hit points between all of these units.
A player's forces are under
And
attack.
this represents probably like 25 supply. So much saving right there, getting every ounce of usefulness out of the unit before they are forced to retreat back out. And now Moon is sitting on a 63 supply, really greatly maximizing his economy. Mass teleport coming back across. Where did the Archmage go? Archmage going to try and shut down this Tree of Life once again. Why is that mortar team trying to get within melee range? That makes no sense. All right, Dryads coming back through. We're going to be looking at, there goes that Tree of Life. One more shot should be enough. Here we are. Mass teleport going to try and move away again. Naga Sea Witch there. The Bears are all here, just waiting to get healed, waiting to get more mana. Thank you for the follow, as we're looking at, well, more and more, just this craziness. All right, here comes the rejuvenations that we have been waiting for, trying to rejuvenate all of those units. Sock no longer mining any gold, so it's one base versus 0. Mass teleport doing a great job. Sock trying to fight his way back through. Blood Mage back out here onto the battlefield as well, just in time. And, well, what is going to go down here? Level 3 Flame Strike. Archmage actually trapped in a tough spot, and now finally able to break free. Blood Mage wants to siphon mana from these bears, from something, and land multiple Flame Strikes across units. There is that Blizzard now, as the Dryads can, well, walk through the ice and fire and not really be worried about it at all. All right, low hit point Bears just wandering around here. Archmage having decent mana. Well, Blizzard just raining in from the sky, belting many units with just multiple bits here. And there's that Flame Strike. Units trying to split across already. Bears taking quite a bit of damage. Archmage now retreating back. Blood Mage still has plenty of mana. And are we going to see Thunder Lizards? There we are. No Stormbolt at all. A Flame Strike perhaps can go down onto the Beastmaster's Mass Teleport, actually retreating back out of that tight spot there, as we should be looking at more. Nope, not enough to train up any additional priests. If Sock had found that, I don't know, what is a group of bears called? Well, bears are usually solitary units, right? So yeah.
Town is under siege.
All right. Well, the Thunder Lizards actually preventing that. They're trying to finally siphon a little bit of mana. Blood Mage showing up out onto the battlefield here. Blood Mage does have that Robe of Magi still. And, well, Moon is still mining additional gold. Flame Strike going to go down. Going to find a little bit of damage there. A lot of low hit point units, but in comes Tornado picking up some of those units. Mass teleport to try and retreat back out. Are they going to lose some Spellbreakers? One Spellbreaker? No. There is that Cyclone right there. Flame Strike going down across multiple units again and again as the Archmage unable to mass teleport. Tornado acting as the, well, mass or the channeling ability canceller as we are looking at Flame Strike, and Bear's about to get taken down. All right, there goes, no, Staff of Preservation saves another Bear again. Blood Mage gonna fall, and that has got to be the game. Sock, unable to keep up with Moon's micro, saving so many of his Bears. That screenshot, or that shot right there, where there was probably less than 1,000 hit points between 2 heroes and 6 Bears on the battlefield, just shows you how close of a game this really was, even though Moon was in great control of the game throughout. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys learned something. See you guys next time.